spiritually and for our team is special. He's very rare in this business, I feel like. Yeah, to know he had my back through the whole week and through all of that was very uplifting for me.
What were you feeling at that moment when he called, like after that game?
Yeah, it was definitely a tough after the game, and the day after was very tough too. And it was a tough week too. Those thoughts and those memories are still there. You try to put it to bed, but for him to call and in the midst of some pain there was very uplifting. Like I said, the encouragement he provided for me in that moment was special, and it wasn't just that call. It was constantly throughout the week, and not just Coach B, but my teammates too. So it was very, very awesome.
How did you bounce back from that? Because obviously you put together a great performance today. How did you mentally bounce back?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a week for sure. Learned a lot about myself. Not just about on the field. About what I'm made of. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It's been a week. You know what I mean? And glad to get a win, but like I said, the people around me really propelled me forward all week, and I couldn't have done it without them. Not just my teammates and coaches, but different support staff throughout the week, and of course family and friends, and to know I have so many people that love me and helped me get through it was very, very special.
Luke, seems like there was a point in the game where it was like, well, we're going to have to spread these guys out and speed them up a little bit. Was that a turning point for the offense?
Yeah, I think, looking back, after the game, we got to score a lot more points, to be more successful, coming up and, facing a lot of great teams. But, whatever's needed to be done throughout the game, whether we're running the ball really well or, we want to put it on the perimeter, we're going to do that. We're very confident, whatever that is that we need to do. But, when they call my number, I'm going to try to execute as best I can. And, I have so many great teammates around me, up front, and out wide that, make me look good all day.
Did you feel good about that when you started going up tempo? Did you feel good about the offense?
Yeah, I think, that was one of the emphasis of the week is to play with a lot of pace and physicality. And we're very comfortable, with playing with great pace. And, we find a lot of success when we do that. And, looking forward to, keep that going, so we can put up some more points.
It seemed like after the 10-0 deficit, the strip sack, there could have been a lot of opportunities to go, here we go again. Like, how did you guys avoid doing that?
Yeah, definitely a tough moment. We definitely didn't want to be in that situation, but that's just football at the end of the day. They made a few plays there, and we didn't hit the panic button at all. Have a lot of great coaches that put us in great positions after that moment, and the teammates on this roster that are just so encouraging and so special. So many special people on the team that never lose sight of our goals, and it's easy to dwindle down and kind of get down on yourself after that. But we never hit the panic button or lost sight of what we had prepared to do this week.
Did it mean anything to have Barry on the sideline this week?
Yeah, it was really cool. It did mean a lot, and not just mentally, but for him to be down there to for the X's and O's, and the coaching was awesome. I loved it, and he's our fearless leader. He puts us in awesome positions all day, and he puts us in great calls that we need to do better at executing as an offense as players. And I loved him being down there with us, and he's been great for me throughout this week too, and the encouragement and the guidance and the mentorship. He's awesome.
What was his message to you after that?
After last week? Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, it was a pivotal week for me, but we have such a great connection, on the spiritual level that we really that he really helps me with, and he tells me about some of his moments that he's had in the past, and I'm still learning, and as a starter, and early in the season, and he helps me in so many different ways, X's and O's, and but most importantly on that spiritual level that goes the furthest, I think.
Brett said this team doesn't have anything come easy, but he called you guys gritty. How would you assess where you guys are at through 4 games?
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment, I guess. The team has a lot of grit, a lot of fight, no matter what the situation is. Got a lot of belief in each other. Got a lot of belief in my defense, and they always put us in great positions too. But like we said, we want to be in situations where we're putting the game away in a comfortable fashion, and but whatever's needed to be done, if that's 4 quarters of gritty football, whatever you want to call it, we're gonna do that. And we lean onto that and take a lot of pride in that.
How do you guys do that? What's the next step to putting a game away?
Yeah, I mean, it's so many different things. From the schematics, and there's so many different things with that, and a lot of execution from the players' standpoint. I mean, we just really have to tighten things up, and I think we're getting there for sure. Took a lot of good steps today, and creating explosives, and we're learning about ourselves. We're playing together for the first time. I'm playing with these dudes for the first time, and I think we're getting there. I'm very confident that we'll be able to maximize our opportunities in every situation, every drive that we have moving forward.
So just like last week, you had to kind of forget about the game. Do you have to do it the same with today? Today went well, but you have to kind of push that in the back.
Yeah, absolutely, good or bad. You move on. You can't change anything about it, whether score 7 touchdowns or 7 interceptions. Like, you can't do anything about it, and that's the mentality I had this past week, and it'll be the same this week. We have a great opponent coming up in Purdue, and a really grueling schedule coming up in the next 8 weeks, and we'll learn from this game, obviously. But yeah, you got to move forward.
How's your connection kind of grown with Isaiah? What do you make of his day today?
Yeah, he makes me look better. Every single game, he's a special talent, special player, and a special leader for this team. The way he helps the players around him grow in so many different facets of the game, and like I said, I try to just get him the ball as much as I can, and he makes the play, no doubt.
What'd you see on the first touchdown? And is that a play put in for this week, or?
Yeah, it was definitely kind of a special play that we had for this week that we've had for a while. We've just been waiting to call it, but yeah, Griffin, the run action kind of sold itself, and Griffin kind of popped behind those guys, and I just kind of had to get it in his hands one way or the other, dodging the defender or whatever needed to be done. But yeah, great design by Coach Lunny, and a great call in that situation.
What'd you see in that rushing touchdown? It seemed like you saw right away that you were going to have a spot up the middle.
Yeah, it was a 3rd down, and 3rd and goal there with 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9-ish, and knew they were in a man coverage. We had a good concept that I was very confident in, that we practiced all week, and they kind of brought a zero pressure where they brought more guys that we could block, and was able to find a running lane there. And like I said, they were man coverage, so those defenders had their eyes weren't on me, so kind of just walked in the end zone, you know what I mean? So luckily it played out that way, but yeah, another great call that I knew whatever situation, whatever defense that was presented to us, we were going to execute.
Not to, I don't know if you've been asked this, but someone already owed Caden a touchdown at some point, Caden Fagan. And on a more serious note, for a freshman to have like that awareness to slide down and ice it away, like what's that say about
Yeah,
it?
it's really cool. I wasn't even thinking of that at the moment, and you kind of saw how Florida Atlantic kind of reacted on defense. Once he popped that run to try to let him score, I think he, felt that. But Coach B, makes sure. I mean, the situational football that he makes us practice, and that he instills that mindset in us. It was kind of just second nature to him. It was his first time kind of being in that situation. But yeah, he's a great player, special person, and that was cool to see. I don't know, you know what I mean, for a young guy to do that.